Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what it do, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again for another episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin can let you know about the What's Going Down episode of Southern Sunset on Netflix, y'all. Season 9, episode 6. You guys, please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Hey, aunties and unks, how's it going? Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you. If you weren't here earlier, we reviewed Selling Sunset, y'all. All the X is getting on my nerves for that. Southern Charm, season 11, episode 3. Child, it's getting juicy over there. You gotta watch where you sit, drink your water, take your vitamins, and ask who knows who, because you got to make sure you right. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, how you doing? How's it going?
Good. Get a strep test. No, I'm just kidding.
Woo-wee. Well, y'all, Selling Sunset, as we just talked about last time, is a little tearjerker. They're going through the fire situation. Now, we all know that pretty much all of, we don't want to say Hollywood was on fire, but kind of, sort of, because of all of the areas, the wealthy, expensive areas, and also the importance of it all. The history. But it was mainly the Altadena city and Pacific Palisades, and some things in between. Little hit and miss. Between, all important, of course, but this episode, they're concentrating more so on the recovery efforts for the Pacific Palisades area, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually have a family that they're going to help out, because from the previous episode, we learned that the Oppenheim group got together and decided to forego some of what they would call, help me out, friend, what you call it? Those, the monies that they would receive for the sale of a home.
The commission that they would get on like a rental, they get like a percentage of what they would lease, like the monthly lease or something like that.
Okay. I thought it was called something like a special something or another, but that's exactly what it is. And they
finder's fee, maybe.
Yes, that sounds familiar. And they're helping a particular family that lost everything as a child, and her mom. I'm not sure if anybody else in the family is involved. I don't really hear that, but later on in the episode, we're going to see a little bit of them. Now, this is a grown folks channel, so we really don't put kids on screen, so she's covered, but just so you'll know who they're helping. But we do put animals up. Big ups to the animals, yes. We love animals over here. Child, you know what I was thinking? I can't wait to see more of the Manhattan Beach areas. I want to know what happened to that $60 million house.
Oh yeah, are they gonna follow up on that or what? We're almost to
Girl,
episode 7.
man,
Like,
I need
how many episodes are there this season?
10 with
Girl,
a reunion.
they ain't selling that house.
I hope we get to know what happened because we're finding out things with post initial listing for the homes on this side of the Mason Dixon, on this side of uh, of Olympic. So we just wanted to know what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, $60 million, y'all. I think it was 2 properties combined. It was a lot going on down there to that Manhattan Beach.
It was, but like I don't know. We talked about this at the time. It was a lot of ask, and it was not very private, and it just a lot of things. So I don't
Yeah.
know about that. I
Well,
was skeptical.
one thing we all was, girl.
Yeah. I
Was that
wonder what happened. Nothing, because they haven't talked about it.
well, big ups. So since we're talking about folks, we're gonna start off with Rochelle, Emma, and Chelsea, the 3 musketeers that meet up. And in the confessional, Emma is a little perturbed because Rochelle is talking greasy about her man. Chelsea is cool. She cool, calm, collected. She ain't trying to get in the middle. That's Emma's man, and us girls know we don't get in the middle of nobody's relationship in that way. But Rochelle seems to be, you know, comfortable with bashing Emma's man in front of her. I'm shocked because that's just not proper for BFFs to do. Of course, voice your concerns, but when she called him I can't get over her calling him a douche, and that was the previous episode. But this episode, she is, showing her concern. But Emma getting tired of it.
Yeah, and I was way more on the side of Emma, but like she won't even say she loves him. And like all the stuff Chriselle brought up, he sounds like a douche canoe. He does sound like it. And so I'm kind of leaning toward the Chriselle who's going, he's not a good person for you. I'm going to stick by the fact that I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be a flip flopper. I do think ultimately, like, no woman is going to leave her man for a friend, but I also kind of support the idea of like you can also stand firm and like this is not a good person. Don't act like he is.
I mean, maybe he's good enough to her.
Well, all the stuff they were talking about, like where he was really controlling, and it seems like I remember when Chelsea even asked how things were going, she's like, "You're pretty good." Like, I don't know. I just get the feeling that like I don't know what you've gotten stuck into, girlfriend, but he is not it.
Yeah, they talked about him being controlling and a little, obsessive with her and where she goes, and social media posts and things. It sounds like Emma loves it, so we have to like it. Well, at least they have to because they know her. We can say whatever we want, but I just wouldn't want my BFF telling me pretty much every chance she gets about how much she doesn't like my man. I mean, I don't know.
If your man did something like, like borderline like ABUSIVE, you know what I mean? Like I would probably be like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know, like it just depends. Um, I don't see any. I'm like, ugh. I'm like Emma. Like he's standing on his wallet, but it just doesn't see. It didn't even seem like she was that excited about him. So but whatever. Drop it, ladies. Talk about something else. Leave her alone. She's not gonna leave his douchey ass for
Yeah,
now.
he ain't doing nothing to her violently or making her feel like she can't, communicate about him. She's not, he's not keeping her from her, nightlife, her party life or nothing. It's,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I didn't get the impression that she was still part. I don't know. Like I think that especially when they said he's acted obsessive, like I think that it's darker than we're getting really like in on. Or I mean I'm interpreting it as darker.
Well, I hope we get to see more of him. And if it turns
Ooh.
out he's not good for her, and I hope we see less of him.
Yes. There you go.
Because we don't want no mess going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With mess. Just saying. And then they got on the subject of Mary. Emma mentions that because she hadn't seen these two in the office really, um, they mentioned, did y'all know about Mary's house getting broken into? And even though Chelsea and Mary don't see eye to eye, Chelsea ignored her at Emma's pop-up shop down to the Mel's Diner.
Mm-hmm.
She did express her warm sentiments and how she respects her. She just, they're just having something at the moment, but not to the point where, she wouldn't wish her well or would be concerned. And that's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing. It's not like it's Brie. So I don't think she would care one way or the other. Or I know I'll say at least it's not like Nicole where she laughed at the woman getting fired. I'm just saying.
No, I thought she felt legitimately bad for her. I didn't question that, and it's like it's kind of like I really it's like we're on a cast together. We may be beefing or whatever, and I may be leaning into it for a show, but like when something bad happens to you, or if somebody from another show talk crap about you, I would defend. It's kind of like
Yeah.
I feel like it's that
Mhm.
I didn't question her authenticity in this moment. I didn't.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and I
Um,
thought it was nice. I don't know why it got. Well, I'll tell you. I saw an interview with Mary who explained the later scene, so we can talk about it then.
Please add in the exclusive with that because I was like, okay.
It still doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to me, but I'll explain what she's saying.
And I'm glad that she felt sorry for Mary because it is, such a violation
It
for
is
someone.
truly.
And then what they took is even more. I don't know. I think I would just be sick all day and night knowing what they took was heirlooms, jewelry, and because she worked her ass off to be where she's at, she is pretty
Mm-hmm.
much self-made. You know what I'm
She
saying?
is. Mm-hmm.
And to have someone take all of what she's worked for, I'm like, oh, well, let's just hope she's insured. Eddie and Wendy, take notes.
Oh Lord.
Take notes. That's what a ransack looked like.
Right? Yeah, and it's
That's
on camera. They got the
oh,
burglars on camera.
that's what I'm saying. Eddie and if anybody watching, watching who know Eddie and Wendy, this is what it looked like. Even if you could have hired some, I'm just saying, if I believe you because you are innocent until proven guilty. But if you ain't, you're supposed to hire somebody to break in. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it, but if you're gonna do it, you might as well go ahead and do it.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna do it, don't be stupid. Don't have the items in your home. Don't don't be taking pictures. Yeah, don't be stupid. If you're gonna do it well. Be like convincing or even just try.
And don't go back to the store trying to return stuff that they said that was actually stolen. But to me, the most important thing is the scene of the happening, the when it happened. That needs to be on tape somewhere.
Well,
Everything else can be, discussed or, negotiated. But to see it happen, that's more proof positive than anything else in my book.
or the fact that it didn't happen and you have video cameras and the only thing caught on the ring cam is the Amazon person, delivery person. Like there's no burglars on any cameras. No security system working to alert of anyone.
And that's what you need. You need
So,
that on the cameras. You
Yeah.
need footages.
If you got cameras, you need footages.
So anywho, so they're talking about Mary, and at least again they're all on Mary's corner and at this moment, and I can't wait for Mary and Chelsea to squash the beef. I know that they have a reunion, so and then we're gonna hear about the exclusive later. Ooh, Aaron, I can't wait.
I don't know if they squash it at the reunion, but yeah.
Well, anywho, so now we at Chriselle. Chriselle, she's showing a listing, y'all. Let's look at it. It's a nice house.
Yes.
Okay, 4,450,000. Give a little.
4 million is the new one. That's what it is, everybody. 4
There you
million.
go.
Yep.
You said a starter home.
Yeah, no, like 3-1 to 4, like 3-1 to 4-2, I would say. That's the new $1 million, Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway.
And it's 5 beds, 6 baths on La Jolla Avenue. 47 square feet. That I can live in that. Anything more than 6, I don't think so. Just saying for me. In my present state now. Anything more than 6 is just is too much. What about you? Could you do 6 or more?
1,000 square feet or bathrooms?
Yeah, square foot.
Oh, I mean, I still got a kid running around, but I mean, I don't need too much house. I really don't.
So this square footage is good enough.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I
Mhm.
could do 6, maybe under, but like, yeah. I mean, all of these. I have 5 bedrooms. You got enough for me and the kid, and an office, and then a spare bedroom and a glam room.
And that's her commission, y'all. 133.5.
I liked that outdoor space, indoor-outdoor space.
And you have security. You can walk around bucket naked, lay out, get you a tan. You know what I'm saying?
Not a lot of yard necessarily, but most of it is house and pool, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to walk in, y'all. Now, this is one of the clients from Down Under who was given to her through her partner, G. And G recommended, of course, their wife. I forgot. Still getting it, y'all. Their wife, because G is non-binary. So it's them, they, their, stuff like that. Their wife, Chriselle, and she's also a singer. And boy, could she sing! She, excuse me, she gave us a little 1-2. I love that raspy. I mean, I want to hear some of her music now. I'm gonna drink some water, child. I'm about to choke. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
But her voice is just beautiful. Okay.
I guess she's she's a judge on The Voice Australia.
Yes.
So that means she's an Australian pop star for sure.
For sure, and beautiful. Lovely hair. Level's all thick and pretty. And this is a wine cabinet. That's cute. That's cute. Mine will be full as well. Thank you. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Not too ostentatious, just again, in my opinion, just right. Not a whole lot going on, but just enough. And here's the bottom coming up the stairs. I thought that was really nice, the way all those trees go way up. Look at that.
Yeah, I do like that. And all the windows right there. It's very nice.
Well, you're cleaning, B.O. Jesus. This is the main, I believe.
And look at this. What do you think about this blonde brick they got in there?
Girl, we seen that this season, ain't we? This every episode so far.
Something like that. It's either hardened walnut, blonde brick. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. it's all been strategically placed. Yeah, I like it. Ain't too much I don't like.
I like all of there's a lot of light. I think that's so important in helping your mental. I think your home should be light and airy, whether you like it or not. Because I just think
Yes.
you're a healthier human being when you let the sun in. You got open space, So
I just see some I don't like. What is that on the mirror, Lord? What is that, Jesus? So
uh
I don't know what that's for. I don't like it. No, get that out
the
of there.
squares or
Yeah,
the
yeah. Uh,
you
It's
don't like the
some
light?
hanging over there,
Yeah,
and then some over.
you don't like
That's
the
a
light
fire
fixtures.
hazard.
Yeah.
And it's the closet. Hmm. Jewelry cases and everything. She's found some handcuffs hanging, and then was wondering should she have touched it. I wouldn't have touched it. I wouldn't touch
Uh-uh.
nothing hanging like that. No, I don't touch no handcuffs. Don't tell them what's going on.
Uh-uh.
Now your DNA prints on it, and they looking for you.
Can't
Now that's
believe somebody let that oversight. Hmm?
this is where the kids can play. Look, that whole area is where the kids can play right there. What they were looking at were those look like clamps. I thought maybe that was for a curtain that may have been taken down just for the ambiance of it all. But they were wondering
Oh,
clamps up there. I'm thinking it's probably for the curtains, y'all.
I
Because
don't yeah,
you're having some privacy,
right.
no telling what they was doing.
With the handcuffs.
And that's the pool area, y'all. Did y'all like it? Could you stay there?
Yeah, I liked it. I could. It depends on where it is in LA. I don't know. I don't know where La Jolla is off the top of my head. I was like kind of tempted to go look, but location, 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 right? But
Mm-hmm.
I love new. It's a beautiful home, you know, 4 mil. Location would matter to me for 4 million.
I think it's enough party space, for comfortable, however many people, big or small. And I wish they would have shown more bedrooms to see the different
Yeah,
types. Maybe they're all the same. Who knows? Because we saw just the main.
yeah.
And just see if you have any Jack and I love a good Jack and Jill.
Yeah, like they aren't showing us enough of the other stuff sometimes. I feel like we're getting gypped a little bit. If it's a 6 bedroom
Mhm.
house and you're only showing me the master and it's got 12 bathrooms and you're not showing me, like, what is this?
Yeah, they had the nerve to show us all 12 bathrooms. Ding, 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 ding. Like, who? Like, you doggone by no toilet and sink?
I
But
think
I did
go ahead.
appreciate that they were pretty much style different, or it had a little different design to where they were placed,
Hmm.
within the bathrooms. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think the biggest drawback for this house would be for me if I had more than one young child, because I don't think there's really enough backyard versus house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I said, I got one and she's literally about to be 12, so it would be fine, because
Yeah.
that's plenty of space and the pool is my kid's a water baby, so yeah. But yeah.
And Tinky would have a great time.
Yes,
All righty. So now we're done with that, right? Now we got a little tea coming, y'all.
right.
So Bree meets with her sister.
You could see what the nose looked like before the plastic surgeon.
You think so? You think they all have
Oh,
the same nose?
I know so. I've seen pictures of her beforehand. She's been pretty
Oh
open
wow.
about it.
I need to see a picture of her, see what she look like.
She was still very pretty, just like this sister is, but definitely had a similar nose.
Okay, okay. Well, they're just, chit-chatting, and Bree is giving her the, yeah, these bitches at the office still talking shit and being a bitch, but it's all good. A real light conversation on that, but still made it known that she's being hated on at the office. Like, girl.
As she's pouring vodka into her or
Coffee.
whatever, into her matcha or whatever. Yeah, I'm like, ooh,
I'm like, I never tried that, but ew.
yes, thank you. I'm like, that can't be good. I mean, I get it, having a ruptured implant has gotta suck. That's not fun, but that doesn't negate you just put, ew, I don't want alcohol in my, yeah, I hope your drink is non-dairy. Blah.
How sudden of you.
Really?
And they're just, talking. Then we get a little glimpse into her growing up, where she was beating up people for her sister.
Yep. I
you know,
mean,
like, wow, she kind of the sister referenced her as some type of mobster, because she would have an issue on Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning before school start, there was no issue.
I gotta hand it to her. She's tiny, but she really doesn't take any crap. She's, not afraid.
I mean, and grew up, Valley.
I think so.
area.
Yeah. She grew up in LA, but not. Yeah, I believe so, in the Valley for
Yeah.
sure. Not. She didn't come from necessarily the. She didn't. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, so they just talking mess and whatnot. But when she spoke about her ruptured um, implant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember her saying so when they were playing uh, on the previous episode. It sounded like she had surgery, or was she just still complaining about the implants?
Listen, we may have caught an editing flaw because they may have. I don't remember, but I thought that this was already addressed, so I would
Yeah.
have to go back and watch. But it wouldn't surprise me if we have an editing flaw, if the scene was after she got it remedied.
Yeah, because she was real concerned. But yeah, okay. Well, big ups to those, and we wish her well in her healing journey.
Yes, yeah.
We have another listing, y'all. Chelsea, y'all, she got another listing. Now listen, this is really cute. This is really cute. This is the outside of the house. Give us a little aerial view. I love a good stone, less water built type of a situation, stone fronts. That is the driveway, of course, double garage, 2-story home, and just a little peek to the backyard as well. That's what the back looks like. Isn't that cute? Mm-hmm. Now we ain't going Olympic swimming. We just gonna get wet. And
but there's a really, really, really nice AUD back there, or guest house, or whatever. So that was cute.
Girl. So let's dive in. 3,195,000. Here we go, starter.
Yep, that's
Here we
it.
go.
3-1 is the new starter.
And it's 5 beds, 5.5 baths. Ooh, that's a little low. 3,500 square feet. Oh my.
That's why they said they wanted bigger.
I was just in Sherman Oaks this past weekend. Okay, that's cute.
The Valley's going for a lot. Mm-mm-mm.
Commission, y'all. Not even 6 figures. Oh my. But I'll take it. I mean,
Yeah, it almost is.
Now this house got some upgrades. You can see it's lit up. Of course, they got that wood grain looking stuff.
Yes, everybody. God damn. Like that looks like it gets dusty in the cracks. Anyway.
And the wine, girl, how much wine? Jeez, look over there, y'all. Look at
I
that.
don't want that. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. I don't want a wine feature wall. I don't. I don't give a. No,
Not
I
that
don't.
many.
No, I don't even want it at all. You could have a wine cellar, but I don't want it to be a decorative feature. Like,
Now, I would appreciate, some things that are, you can keepsakes or we're not gonna open it yet. Of course, not gonna open it every time someone gives you something, but that's a lot of shelving for wine. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't care enough about any kind of alcohol to take some real estate of my home in order to display it. That's just the way I feel. I'm perfectly fine with a little wine, feature to accommodate said things, but I do not. No, you can give me some built-in so I could put some knickknacks, put some cabinets. I don't know, but no, that is a waste to me.
I had to see up close was every one of those uh, filled up, but a lot
Yeah,
of I think it's fake, like they're placed.
probably. That's stupid. Look at all that real estate. Mm-mm.
And that's the other side.
Nope,
Real
no
nice.
thank you. Make that a pantry. I don't even know. No, I'm no. I love look at that marble.
More areas to chill out.
That's the guest house.
Beautiful. Two
Yeah.
stories? The guest house was 2 stories?
Uh
I didn't think they showed the guest house inside.
yeah, because look, it had that little green couch.
What green
And
couch?
now we're looking at this couch.
Oh, you mean this one? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
Mhm.
a little behind. Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the guest house.
Okay, so we're going back to the main
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Maybe they switched them up on me, but this looks like the main.
Yes. That's the primary. It's a little small.
Well, it's only 3-1.
I know, but I'm just saying it's a little small. Although the outside area makes up for it.
Erica Jane. That was her back house, y'all.
Uh
See, I grew up calling them the back house. Just saying. So I'm gonna keep calling them the back house. The little house on the property behind the big house. But all of this is nice because actually, when I was purchasing, I wanted what they call them casitas, or what I actually call them the back house. I was thinking of finding something like that for my mom, but I couldn't find one. So
yeah, they're much more prevalent now.
I love that tree. I thought it was really nice. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
It's beautifully done for what you get.
Really nice. Really
Mhm.
airy.
Nice vibes.
I think this is the back house, right? Because where was that picture?
No, because they have the little green couch.
I thought it was a different area.
This is
That's
just
the
different.
back.
It's a different angle. Yeah. No, this is the living room. Cause see that painting that Amanza would probably make fun of?
Okay.
Yeah, it's been in other stuff.
And they're going upstairs to look even more so.
I think the closet in this one kind of sucked.
And this is the air to the out. And the bathroom, kind of small, a little underwhelming if you ask me.
I don't like that ridge stuff. That stuff collects dust. No, it's like the
That
new.
Go ahead.
It's like the new shiplap. That's what it is, and I don't like it.
Mm,
I'm official. I don't like it. I do like the marble in the bathroom. It's beautiful.
Does that tub look small to you? I mean,
I don't like the ridges around it.
it don't matter
Yeah,
the ridges, damn it. The ridges.
it's like a potato chip.
And this, no, she's asking them about, of course, they want to get to know their client a little more. And they're upstairs and everything. And she's listening to them talk about how they met and how long they've known each other and everything. And it got her thinking about, her previous relationship, and how she's not done looking for her forever. I thought that was nice. She's not
Mm-hmm.
giving up because of a failed relationship. Good for her.
Yeah.
And by how she looks, she ain't gonna be single for long, if not already.
I
I
was
mean,
about to say she just got all that body like she'll be fine.
smart, got some going for herself. I'm sure she's. I don't know. I really don't know if she's the primary caretaker. However, I'm sure her kids are well taken care of. Don't have to worry about anything like that. At least we never heard anything, the way Todd and Candy going on and on and on to the break of dawn about. But I'm sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do for her and them kids. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
Now, what else is on the docket, child? Chriselle, this is the client, you guys, that I was mentioning, and of course, because of all of the that horrific fire that torched so much and caused so much sorrow and everything, they were able to help a client with getting into another property. And this is them welcoming them in, Chriselle, Amanda, and I guess that's Jason.
I think both twins were there. I
They
think
are.
that one's Brett.
Okay, the other, you see the head on the other side. Okay. And this is the mom. And, they gave us their story and heartbreak. And we hope that everything's working out for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty much it. I just want to give you a little something about, since they mentioned it before about their philanthropy and helping the community. I'm not sure this is their first one, but this is a family that, excuse me, agreed to be on camera, at least that we know of, and big ups to them. Anything
Yeah,
else?
I mean, just that, like, I respect the fact that it would be disrespectful to not, like, you're filming a reality show about this area. It would be disrespectful, I think, to not acknowledge what happened, to highlight the devastation, the personal effects of the fires and whatnot. It is
Mhm.
hard to watch this far out from it because I
Mhm.
feel like it's like, bringing it back to us all a little bit again in a
Yeah.
way that I don't feel like I need. But I also can understand why they don't feel like they can avoid it because this impacted the housing industry in LA far too much to act like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it just
Mm.
is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're helping folks.
For sure. And in the way they're helping them, I mean, any reduced cost will be beneficial since there's so much price gouging going on
Mm-hmm.
and convincing people to sell and all these nefarious activities going on with folks who have it. I just hate what they call them. I know they call the lawyers ambulance chasers whenever something's happening, but just corruption just don't stop. But we're glad that they're helping. I'm glad that they're showcasing it. because this show, even though we have some salacious things going on, like we're about to talk about, but I love how they still bring it back to lighthearted entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's not too deep or too dark. So, did you have something more to say, or were you done?
Nope. I'm ready. I'm done.
So, child, here come the Sophia, come get your cousin.
Uh,
Sophia, come get your cousin because she's starting math already. Now, the reason why I chose these three side by sides, not that they gave them to us, and I'm glad that they did, but she met up with three of the employees of the brokerage. She met up with Chelsea, who was showing her a listing, and we'll see a little bit more listing, just a teeny bit. They only gave us a few photos, but nonetheless, there's another listing coming up. And then she also met with Bree, and then she also met with Chriselle. Interesting that she met with these people, isn't it?
mm.
Because there's a theme that's going through. This is where the mess is, pretty much. She met with the mess. But she was a little messy too, because girl, I thought Bree was about to walk out when she said what she said. So let's start off with Bree, right?
Oh yeah.
um, if I'm not mistaken, I think she met with Bree first because of how she brought, but because of what she brought in the conversation with Chelsea and Chriselle, right?
Right. She must have.
Yeah. So this was the beginning of of course, they're, oh, yeah. Now, again, when I said Sophia, come get your cousin, she is the first cousin to Sofia Vergara. I mean, how can you not tell?
Yes.
Beautiful. She is Colombian, so it is what it is. Beautiful, real thick accent. You can tell. And yeah, she came with a little mess with her when she sat down with Bree. Um, oh, how's the office thing going on? And then Bree said, well, they're hating on me. Well, it's really just this one girl. And that caught the spark, of everything. And so, look, Sophia, so Sabrina, what's her name? Sandra. Okay. Sandra asked why. And Bree had I mean, this is just messy all the way around. This is not how you acclimate your new coworker to the group with the mess, but it is what it is. Bree told her that her coworker doesn't appreciate her relationship and it's disgusting and whatnot, and Bree told her F you, and it's really not up to you to like, and so they haven't been cool ever since. And Bree letting her know who her who her man is. When Sandra said he got like 20 kids, right? I was like, oh, like Home Alone, like, oh. And the way she said it was just so cavalier, like, oh, you like 20 kids, right? And Brie was like, 12, with her head, in a smile, head cocked. Like, I would have got up, like, no, it's 12. And I'll see you at the office, girl.
Well, she was a journalist. She did interviews for people. I felt like she kind of has that like weird, like speak the obvious, not weird, but like, Bree, you didn't, yeah, she made judgments about your lifestyle. It is weird. Like, it just is. Like, I'm sorry. I don't believe y'all have it worked out. I think Nick
Me
is
either.
I think he's a narcissist. He wanted what he wanted, and now
Mhm.
he's trying to fix it.
Me too.
And I think you went into it with the same attitude you have now. You wanted to be one of the with of cool in the gang and whatever. But like, I don't think that he is a present enough father, or that the way that he's getting to take advantage of situations with all of you beautiful women that he's
Right.
got in his like harem. I don't think, no, I do think that it is exploitive. That's just my personal opinion.
Me
And I
too.
can understand why you would look at anyone that criticizes and be upset, but it doesn't change my opinion.
Right.
And I think that it's really sad that someone as beautiful as you and who also comes off as smart and whatever is so jaded from previous relationships that you think this is somehow better. Um, but that's just me. Um, I do think you failed to mention that Chelsea really doesn't like you because you brought a chick on the show that talked about her husband being a spectacle at the W. Y'all have, it's not just she talked crap about your lifestyle. You
That
also
part.
got her back real good, by bringing her friend on the show and having a scene with her where your friend just kind of outed her husband. So, Bree was weird this scene. I do think that Sandra was a little bit like flip, and I can understand why Bree might have felt a little disrespected because it seems like she wasn't figuring out what was and wasn't okay to talk to her about. But then again, Nick has made them all a spectacle because of all this crap. So, but um the whole point where she again ordered a drink, but like was like, you can't, I won't talk about religion, I won't talk about something else, and Mariah. And then she was like saying, you need to think about what you're going to say before you talk because we're on camera. Like, I was like, what? You're basically telling her to be fake and measured and like think about. She goes, that's why I answer so slowly. I thought that was really a weird, interesting thing that like production showed us, kind of some inside
Mhm.
interaction where I was like, girl, you care. You try to act like you don't care. It looks like you care a lot.
Yeah, she also mentioned she doesn't talk about pronouns. I'm like, girl, what does that really mean? Like, what, you're not going to discuss any other pronouns except for he and she? Or, I mean, like,
Oh, who? Sandra said that to Chriselle?
no, no, that's what Bree said to Sam. She said she said the pronouns, Mariah, her her life.
Oh, she
She
said I
said
don't talk
pronouns.
about God, pronouns, and uh Mariah, right? Yeah, it
Right.
was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know. I hated her
Like, what
hair.
does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Mm.
weird. Yeah, what does that mean?
All right, Nicole already got you TF out about talking greasy about folks. So
Well, this is the thing about Brie. Every time I think I kind of like can trust that I like her, she does something where I'm like, I don't. And I really do question her judgment about what she's gotten herself involved with the Nick thing. I would never judge her as like a fellow real estate agent, but like, or feel as lofty as Chelsea to like talk ish about her like that because it's just, but uh I yeah, like you can't like I yeah, it's a sad setup. I'm sorry. It just is because you're basically living with the fallout where this man just went around and made a bunch of children because he wanted to feel like he was that much of a baller that he had a trophy case of women and children.
all ego driven.
Yes, and that's the part that is just unfortunate because he gets to have this benefit of having romances with all these different women, these beautiful women, and then
Stepford.
and he's literally there like, here you can have a couple of hours, but somebody always wants a piece of my time, and you're always waiting on a piece of his time. It's like, no, thank you.
Child. So that was pretty much the gist of their conversation. Then we move on to her and Chriselle meeting. And I don't know at what point in the conversation it started, but Sandra went right on in. So you and Bree have issues too, right? I'm like, well, dang. It was just more, I would have appreciated a better introduction of these, folks that she's getting, because we're showing that they're discussing the mess that she knows nothing about. She hasn't been around, she doesn't know, but she's, more or less giving Chriselle the old, same old, same old. Yeah, I'm here because you're the number one brokerage, and as if she's the owner. Like, no, she's not the owner. Do you think she's still fucking the owner? I don't know. Do your research, Sandra.
Oh,
You can tell her whatever you want, but at the same time, it's not going to get you in any better places. And she did mention that if she makes a mistake and calls Chriselle's partner wife or something to the female persuasion, please forgive her in advance. She's still learning. Okay. It really doesn't have to be said, but okay. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe,
I know.
I just don't know. But I don't know. That conversation, the whole conversation with Chriselle, she came off uh, disingenuous, not too real of a person, if you ask me.
I agree. I think she came off a little disingenuous, just period. I do think maybe Brie rubbed her the wrong way a little bit by like her, like advising her, like think about what you're gonna say. Like that's why
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I answer slow, I'm thinking about the repercussions, and I'm like, that's not what we all want as an audience, though. We don't want your like, freaking like chess moves, because like that means that you're doing this only for your benefit, and we're all watching here going like, oh, we're getting someone who's like not being authentic, or like, look, the chips fall where they may. I do appreciate that she said, I'm just gonna jump in and see what happens, because that's the way you should do it, whether you
Mm-hmm.
want to protect yourself or not. You owe the audience that experience. In my opinion, if you're getting paid for reality TV, the best, the most, and we know that there's a certain level of production and scene planning, and even though you don't have a script, the one thing you have is that you jump into something wholeheartedly and authentically experience it. And it may not be that, it may be, might be kind of traumatic. You're getting paid, you're on TV, you're having a lot of clout here, that's the game. That's what it is, so at least she uh has that attitude. But she was it was weird, because she it was like she didn't have a filter at all, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no court sense. That's what it is.
And next conversation, she has at a listing with Chelsea. And of course, I hear you and Bree don't get along. Like,
Yeah.
golly, girl. But Chelsea kept it real classy and professional, and just said, well, relationships amongst everyone in the office isn't all that, but we're all working together. And but she didn't give in to the chatter, like the other, like Bree just, I don't know. It just
Yeah.
all came from Bree for the most part, and just snowballed from there. But I'm glad Chelsea kept it classy. She's at work. Like she said, I'm at work.
Yeah. She's like, you're new. I'm not showing you my hand at all.
Girl. So let's see this house.
Yes.
Cute little something, something. That's the outside. Okay. Mm-hmm. 4 beds, 5 baths, Martell Avenue. 40, little over 4,700 square feet. Talk about open floor plan. My goodness. Like I said, it's not a whole lot. Just they just gave us a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
a little less than $4 million. Wow, that's a big old yard compared to the other one we saw, ain't it? My goodness. That's a lot of playroom. And her commission, a little less than 120.
Yep.
That's cute. So we go to another tragedy of the brokerage castmates, Mary and I forgot his name. Roman?
I think it's Roman. I do. Is it Romaine? Romaine.
I know the dog's name is Thor. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Romaine, like the lettuce. It's like the lettuce.
Okay. And they're, just going over the break-in and everything. They're going to get a guest. And, she's just can't believe, it's devastating, child. It's like you lost something else. I remember someone broke into my car years ago, and so that felt, girl, let me tell you what, they took my purse, and guess what fell out my purse?
Your wallet.
My wallet was in the car. Thank you. I said, yes, yes. Take that damn purse. I don't care.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I had
Woo!
we had our purses stolen like in front of us. Like
Oh my God.
my three friends, right? These people grabbed purses and ran. The
Mm.
amazing part, all three of us didn't have our wallets in our purses for various reasons. One friend was like in the like a couple stores down at the ATM. I had my wallet in my lap because I was writing a note on a piece of paper and I was using it as like a
Mm-hmm.
firm thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then my other friend, she was she had her organizer out, which was basically like her wallet. So these stupid kids grabbed our purses off the table and ran, and none of them got a wallet.
Won't he do it?
Yep. They got things that were annoying for us, like house keys and all these other things, but like they didn't get any money.
Won't he do it?
Well, they got money here.
Then we see a little bit of the devastation. She's, hugging it out because Mary's just this damn. I don't blame her, because heirlooms,
Yeah.
and the stuff heirlooms, damn a shoe, a purse, but heirlooms and what you worked hard for just to be taken, or, and then you in my house too. See, Wendy, Eddie, look, you see this?
I would say take note of how agitated Mary already seems before Bree even gets there. She's jumping down Romaine's throat because they don't necessarily agree on how quickly things will be rebuilt. I do think Romaine was out to lunch thinking that people would be rebuilding in a year. Like it's just doesn't work like that. Um, there's so much red tape and there's so much unsafe, like, level of like cleanup that's,
Hazards.
yeah,
Yeah,
hazards that they
biohazards
have.
and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff they have to clean up. Like a burn site is like not just a new place to build a house. A burn site is like and those homes in the Palisades were older. I'm sure there was asbestos and all kinds of crap that was burned, and
Right.
Altadena as well. So anyway, um at the same time though, she seemed very snippy at him and like just kind of a wreck anyway. I think she even did a shot before she even poured. I don't even. Anyway, like she just,
I
you
don't
could
blame her.
see, you could see the agitation, and it's kind of important to note that because I'll explain like in a minute.
Okay, so what I'm about to show you guys now, while they're, in the midst of Bree being there and just being there for them, flowers come. And like, oh, cool, whoop de whoop. And they're from Chelsea. There's the note. I heard about what happened, keeping you in prayer. Everything you For everything you get will be replenished and tenfold. That's kind of biblical, you guys. Chelsea, whatever her last name is. And that angered Mary to where she questioned production about, why is this coming now when you guys are here? Was this planned? She should have just, as you see, she said, no, text me. You know my number. I think maybe Bree was like, yeah, because Bree actually was, co-signing, instigating everything, and threw the flowers outside, called them ugly, called them, they're probably not possessed, but bad juju, whatever she said about the flowers. I'm like, well, dang. Now, before my co-host bringing this exclusive tea, I was like, dang, the girl didn't see no flowers as a gesture. I mean, good grief. But here we go. Girl, now what happened? What's the tea?
She still absolutely stands by it was production, where she told them she was way too strung out to be fucked with, that she did not, want them pulling any stunts. She was only willing to do a scene with Bree and like to talk about what had happened, but that she was still really super raw. And I mean, in her defense, she does seem very off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not really herself, but at the same time, I do not understand. Like, you've got to be kidding me. There were some flowers and you got robbed. Like, why are you acting like she sent you a horse head? Like, I don't even like, even though you guys aren't getting along, like, it's not that aggressive to send someone flowers after they've been robbed that you work with, even if you don't like each other. I what, she should have texted you to say, can I send you something? Like, I don't even, it just was such an overreaction. But she sticks by, because she's gotten a lot of shit for microaggressions against Chelsea, that um that she had already warned production, do not do anything to mess with my peace right now. I can't take it. I'm on the edge. And that she feels like they did.
Okay. What did she think they did?
That they timed the flowers to get there while they were filming, to get a reaction out of her.
How could they time it when Chelsea sent the flowers?
That they kind of set it up, like they got some flowers, put a note from Chelsea on it, and brought a delivery person, or
Oh,
that,
they're pretending to be Chelsea.
yeah, no, that Chelsea sent them, but they're like, they controlled the timing of the delivery
Oh, okay. Okay.
somehow, because they wanted to make sure they got Mary's reaction to Chelsea sending flowers on camera to start more drama or whatever, you know.
And does she think Chelsea was in on it?
I think so.
Okay. Well,
But
that makes sense because Mary was, she said, I could just kill somebody. My God, girl.
yeah, well, that's why you got the whole "we did not plan this." That's why you, like, according to Mary, that's why you see her so pissed off at production and then refusing to film, and they all go in there with the alcohol in the garage or wherever the hell they went. Because I think, like I said, she warned production, I don't want you to mess with me with like any kind of dramatic shit. I can't do that right now. I only want to show Bree how I got robbed and maybe cry about it. Bree was kind of dumb with, like, who says after you've been robbed, like, count your blessings? And then she quickly backed it up, like, you have a right to be pissed. I'm like, yeah, don't say that count your blessings crap when somebody stole all your mother's, like, like, it's not the time. Just validate that someone's in pain and say it sucks ass that you were violated, like, seriously. um but like I said, she basically just made it super duper clear to them that, like, you can't come and film and do all of this right now if you're going to mess with me. I can't do it. And she felt like they didn't listen to her, that they messed with her on purpose because they wanted to get an emotional reaction out of her, a snappy thing for drama and all of that. And so that's why Bree threw it away, because she felt like it was just, that Chelsea was somehow in on it too.
Yeah, I did hear her say, this is the last time I'm filming.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Mm.
that's, like I said, I still don't necessarily feel like that really explains it, but I mean, okay, I mean, I don't think it really justifies it. Like, she sent flowers and said sorry you were broken into. Like, and she snubbed you at a party, like, but you had something really deep happen. So, like, I don't know why it's like completely ridiculous, or like absurd, the idea that a coworker, even though you are not getting along, would try to at least be polite when you've had something bad happen.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, that explains it. Because I sure thought, like, girl, this upset you like okay, I get it, I get it.
Even when I knew what the reason was, I was still like, really though? Still? It's not like she sent her a skunk. Like, what is happening?
Right, or put on there, ha ha, with the flowers.
Right, you deserve it, bitch. Or like sent her a, a raw fish. Like, I don't even know. It was flowers and just saying, I'm sorry what happened to you. I
My,
anyway.
like Mary she needs a vacation. She Romaine, do your job. You just instigate. You ain't no good. No wonder she's teed off with you too. You over there eating the food, not really looking concerned, looking aloof, as if you're just waiting for somebody to come through with a check. I don't know. Just, hopefully things were insured, if they're heirlooms and whatnot, maybe she can get things replaced. I understand she's upset because certain heirlooms were lost, her mother's things, but let's just, hope there's some monetary compensation, so it'll help her feel a little better.
Yeah.
I hope that she does, because if not, I'll probably go off too if I got some flowers from somebody.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Who
she's
knows?
strung out. Like I said, take note. That's another thing too. Take note. Like I said, that's why I said take note of how irrational she kind of was even before the flowers got there, and keep in mind that what she's saying is she was not doing well and really did and already warned production she was not up for any bullshit with filming, that she was too raw from the break-in to deal with anything, and she didn't trust them when the flowers came, that they weren't messing with her. And she said, I told you not to pull this. I don't have it in me. I'm done.
All right, get well soon, and we wish you all well over there to Mary's place. That was it, y'all. That was all the chatter and the chit and the chatter for season 9, episode 6, Selling Sunset on Netflix. Well, can you please let everybody know where they can find you when you're not talking ish with me?
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Aaron Boyd, or Instagram and Threads, Psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs and schedule a psychic reading.
Please do, y'all, because I had one. It was great. I'm going to have one real soon. You guys, thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure the bell is black so you get all of the notifications from this channel, whether it's me and Aaron talking or just me talking about whatever else with these wives, married to medicine, housewives, you do all the things. Just know that we appreciate you, and don't forget to hype the video. And we'll catch you next time. Sometime one day this week. We're gonna work it out and let y'all know. Just make sure the bell is black so you get the notification. All right, y'all. Bye, y'all.